What's up guys, Carltopia here. So tonight I'm going to do a little video showcase of the Top Stadium Club Charter Member Limited Edition cards from 1991. You got these cards for being a member. It was like I believe, annual membership fee that you paid, and they sent you cards over the course of the year. If I remember correctly. And then I think these are the only ones that I believe that I have. I don't think I have any others. I'm not even sure if there actually were other sets of these, but this is what I have. So I figured, when I mentioned how much I love Stadium Club in my last video, one of my subscribers, David M, actually mentioned that he'd like to see the cards, so it kind of gave me an idea to do a video. Eventually I probably would have gotten to these with my box rummages, but I figured, why not just showcase just these cards. So thank you, David M, for the suggestion, and let's get right into this. So I don't know if there's any particular order for these. If there was, I've long since forgotten, but let's open this big long box first. Odd that they put them in a long box like that. So these are, okay, so these are all sports. So they have this members only, if I can focus. It's not going to focus for me. Let's see. There we go. So the members only foil right there, and this is Brian Leach, I guess, when he won one of his postseason awards. And then this is the back of these cards. They all have this kind of Stadium Club Herald kind of look to it, and they give a little description of what's going on, I guess, with the card. So that's Brian Leach. There is Michael Goulet. Man, having problems with the focusing tonight. There's a Brett Hull card. That's a nice card. So Brett does it again. This is scored 50 goals in 50 or fewer games by scoring a goal in the Blues 3-3 tie. So that's pretty cool. And then Mario Lemieux. I'm a big Mario Lemieux fan. He actually was going through cancer when I was going through cancer. But he had the Hodgkin's lymphoma just like I did. There's Mike Gartner. Patrick Waugh. There's a Mario Lemieux card again. This is when he won the MVP. It's Mark Messier. Pavel Bure. Paul Coffey. Wayne Gretzky. Never go wrong with a Wayne Gretzky card. That's when he was with the Kings. Mike Gartner. This is Guy Carbonneau. When we switch to some football, we got Mark Rippon. Leonard Russell. This is Warren Moon, Hall of Famer. Stuck together a little bit. And we got Emmett Smith, Hall of Famer, obvious Hall of Famer. It's a cool card. Tony Zendejas, Barry Sanders, probably one of the best running backs ever. Not probably, definitely one of the best running backs ever. Hall of Famer Art Monk, and that's it for that box. So hockey and football. Back in here. And well, let's get to this actually. So this is not, it's actually a sort of a card. So this is a commemorative Nolan Ryan medallion. It's an interesting little oddball collectible, really cool. It's it's done like one of the cards, but it's a sort of bronze-ish. I don't know if it's actually bronze, but bronzed card, and it's textured. So pretty cool little collectible. Put that away later. And we got a more limited edition cards. All of these from 1991, so they're all going to have that same design to them. Looks like this is going to be baseball. So we got Terry Pendleton. Let me see again with the members only. You got Jeff Reardon. There's David Cohn. Nolan Ryan. It's Jeff Bagwell. Astros bag NL rookie and youngster Bagwell. Ray Langford. There's Ricky Henderson. Ricky leads AL in thefts for the 11th time. Terry Pendleton. There's Brett Saberhagen. And we got the Braves no-hitters. Or actually, the no-hitter. That's right. They combined the three-pitcher no-hitter. We got Tom Glavine, Chuck Knobloch, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer, Pete Harnish, there's Cal Ripken, it's a nice card. And we got AL home run leaders with Cecil Fielder and Jose Canseco. There's a Hojo, there's some nice Mets cards in here for my PC. Switcher Hojo leads circuit and home runs. So I think he's first, I don't know about the first switch hitter, but he was a switch hitter to lead the league in home runs. Julio Franco, Roger Clemens, and Jack Morris. Smaller box here. Looks like some more baseball. Dave Winfield. Winfield is the oldest player to hit for the cycle back in 1991. Don't know if that still holds, but Nolan Ryan. Ryan extends record with 7th no-hitter. Tommy Green. Denny Martinez. Robbie Thompson. Got Wilson Alvarez. We have the Orioles no-hitter. There's a combined no-hitter. 4 Orioles no-hit the A's. There's Andy Ashby and a Paul Molitor. Molitor cycles past the Twins, so he hit this for the cycle. So and then this is the biggest box. This is the Charter member limited edition cards. So I believe that this was the first box. I probably should open this first. This is the first box that you received, and then these other ones you received in subsequent mailings. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I've always liked Stadium Club. Huge fan of the product. Aside from some missteps here and there with design, but the photography is unparalleled. Lately, the last 3 years since I've gotten back in, or 2 years since I've gotten back into the hobby, have been fantastic. And I plan on collecting the whole set for 2020 when it eventually comes out. So here's a Charter member, Barry Sanders. Here's the rushing leader. There's a Ray Bork, Carlton Fisk, Dave Justice, Terry Mulholland, Ellis Burks, Dave Steeb, there's George Brett, the 3-decade champ. It says to hit a single and his only official at-bat to win the AL batting title with .329 average, becomes the first player ever to win batting titles in 3 different decades. Rickey Henderson won the MVP. Nolan Ryan earned his career 300th win. Some of the records that Nolan Ryan holds will never be broken, in my opinion. The pitching is just not the same as it was, over the course of his career. He's got Mark Langston and Mike Witt. There's another Nolan Ryan. Another no-hitter for Nolan. There's Richmond Webb, top NFL rookie. Jose Offerman. Mario Lemieux. Mario takes club MVP. Fernando Valenzuela. Frank Viola for Mets. Wins 20 in each league. It's 20 games in the American League and National League. There's Eric Davis. Another Rickey. Leading thief. No surprise there. Willie McGee. Wins the batting title. That's a little bit of a surprise. I know he was a decent hitter, though, but I don't remember him winning a batting title. Bob Welch. There's a Paul Coffey. Ramon Martinez. There's a Lawrence Taylor. That's a great card. LT to the Pro Bowl for the 10th time. There's Melito Perez. There's Randy Johnson. Johnson tells his tall tale. There's a Rhino for all the Cubs fans out there. Vintage card Steve. And Tony Black. Let's see. Sandberg is NL home run champ. We got Billy Hatcher. Pete Stoyanovich. Otis Anderson from the Giants. Reaches 10,000 career yards. Sandy Alomar. Warren Moon. Ed Belfour. Another Brett Hull card. Delino DeShields. It's another Otis Anderson, MVP of the Super Bowl. There's Doug Drabeck, Andy Hawkins, Randall Cunningham, Cecil Fielder, Derek Thomas, rest in peace. Set sack mark for the season. Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr., father-son duo as teammates. It's a pretty cool moment, I remember that. Kevin Moss. Brett Hull joins the 50-50 club, and has 50 goals and 50 assists for the non-hockey fans out there. Barry Bonds, MVP. Dave Stewart. Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky takes number 2,000. It's 2,000 goals, I guess. Nope, assists, sorry. That's 2,000 goals, kind of crazy. Bobby Thigpen. Ed Belfour, and Wayne Gretzky, the 700 Club. So you joined Gordie Howe, Marcel Dion, and Phil Esposito as the only members of the hockey's elite 700 Club. So that's it. That is the charter member limited edition cards, as well as the additional members only cards from 1991 Topps Stadium Club. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any thoughts on the cards, you can leave me a comment. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. So that's it for today, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Oh, real quick, guys, I actually, when I was putting the cards back in the box, I realized that this one had kind of stuck behind in the box. And I had to show it because it reminded me of something. So this is when Rickey Henderson set the stolen base record. And I think if you remember, I have to check it out on YouTube, but if I remember correctly, if my memory serves me correctly, he actually, in his speech, said, when he was raising his hands like this, that he was the greatest of all time. Like, he proclaimed himself the greatest of all time. Now, he wasn't wrong, but I mean, it was pretty funny, pretty funny moment. So just had to show that card off. It's a great card. But all right, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon.